Họ thì lên bà con trong bà thì lên làm như thế vì phải lùi lên dừng bùa đấy chiến đấu mà đấy
vòng còn thòn
First of all, let me pay my respect to the most vulnerable here, and all vulnerable and teacher Vanna and all Juki here. I don't plan to show my expectation, but from this retreat, I know clearly that how to be a true love, and I know how I really true love myself. To be true love my own self, we must be live in present moment. Otherwise, we will thinking about the past or the future that will make us worry and depression. And I really appreciate your lecture. Yes, it really precise, it really profound, and we can learn a lot from you, that you can give us the technique that can practice in daily life, all those walking, standing, sitting, or sleeping. Most of the time that we need to be have mindfulness, otherwise it is very dangerous for us and people around us. For my experience, walking meditation really have the most interesting. I don't talk about the benefit that have proved by the scientific, but it really make us can see easily than sitting to use the technique of Kayanupasana, and most of the time, and at the same time also Chattanupasana. And I really appreciate the word of good night that explained by Ramahathera. Good night is the end of the day very beautifully, and we can have the good night until we live in present moment. Otherwise, we cannot have a good day, we cannot have a good night, a beautiful good night. We cannot end our every day with the beautiful one. And I also really appreciate your explanation about the quality of the Dharma, Ehe Pascal. I really funny that I learned that you use the Aramana. They don't have the mouth to call us to see them, but hey, come. Ask Lope, hey, come. And Pascal, see. So come and see. I really appreciate this explanation, and really funny to play with it. For me, yes. When something happened in my mind, I remind about this. I recall about it. Hey, come and see me. So to me, it's really funny that we can play with it. And now we have the gun with the full of bullet that we can come and not just see, but we setting our Kailasa. And another point that you teach us about the quality, Dhamma quality, that and sorry, about the Satapanna quality. Before, I think very far from now on to reach that quality, and now it also still be very far from my current situation to that quality. However, I know that the way to reach there, and I really sure that I'm on the right way, I'm on the right path to there. So it just have my own virya to walk on the path only. You really the professional lecturer. Yes, that really the well-educated nursing staff, that you have well-educated about the Dharma from the Buddha. What you touch us here, let me know that Pariyat, how to use Pariyat to be practiced in of our daily life. Instead of all Juki here and all Juki around the world that have benefit from your explanation, I pay my great gratitude to Pramahathera, and I promise again, the second time I promise, instead of you and instead of teacher Vanna and all Juki here, that I will try my best to have my state with me. Otherwise, I will harm myself and people around me. Thank you, Great Master.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
ខ្ញុំកណាសូមឱកាសប្រែខ្លីសង្ខេបខ្ញុំកណាអត់បាននឹកថានឹងមានយោបល់អីទេក្នុងឱកាសនេះតែក្បាលមីក្រូមកដល់ខ្ញុំកណាគ្រាន់តែចង់ what Brahmathera, I forgot to inform you my experience. During we have here in front of us in class, I call it in class like this. To me, I don't know how to tell you, but every word that you taught us, to me, I feel that you just talk to me only one. Directly instead of me, and I really have the vibration throughout my body very often, and I have observed it. Oh, it just the changing of rupa. It come and go, it come and go, but it really vibration throughout from the top of the head to the toe very often. And when I have you have your presence in here. To me, I just feel that you just talk to me only one. Yes, thank you, Master.
Dharma takes it not directly.
Yes. ខ្ញុំកណាគ្រាន់តែទូលទៅព្រះមហាថេរៈពីប្រយោជន៍ដែលលោកបានបរៀនយើងពីរបៀបដែលលោកបរៀនបច្ចេកទេសដែលលោកបរៀនគឺវាល្អិតល្អន់ហើយវាស៊ីជម្រៅអាចឲ្យយើងយកមកបដិបត្តិនៅក្នុងជីវិតប្រចាំថ្ងៃបានហើយជាពិសេសជាងគេគឺខ្ញុំទូលោកថាខ្ញុំរៀនបានថាតើខ្ញុំត្រូវស្រឡាញ់ខ្លួនឯងដែលពិតប្រាកដនឹងយ៉ាងដូចម្ដេចគឺដើម្បីស្រឡាញ់ខ្លួនឯងដែលពិតប្រាកដបានតើតែយើងរស់នៅក្នុងខណៈបច្ចុប្បន្នបើសិនជាមិនអញ្ចឹងទេគឺមានតែផ្លូវពីរបើមិនគិតទៅរឿងអតីតទេគឺយើងប្រកាសជាគិតទៅអនាគតហើយពេលហ្នឹងគឺយើងអត់មានសតិទេរឿងផ្សេងនឹងកើតឡើងវាមិនត្រឹមតែធ្វើឲ្យខ្ញុំនឹងមានបញ្ហាទេនឹងធ្វើឲ្យអ្នកដទៃដែលនៅជុំវិញខ្ញុំក៏នឹងមានគ្រោះថ្នាក់ដោយសារការដែលអត់មានសតិរបស់ខ្ញុំដែរហើយមួយទៀតដែលខ្ញុំទូលោកនោះគឺខ្ញុំពេញចិត្តពាក្យដែលលោកប្រើថា good night ដែលយើងតែងតែនិយាយជាទូទៅពេលដែលរាត្រីសួស្តីប៉ុន្តែ good night ដែលលោកបរៀនយើងគឺមួយថ្ងៃបញ្ចប់ទៅដោយភាពស្រស់ស្អាតបំផុតហ្នឹងគឺដើម្បីឲ្យយើងអាចមាន good night បានវាតតែក្នុងមួយថ្ងៃហ្នឹងយើងរស់នៅក្នុងគណៈបច្ចុប្បន្នហើយពាក្យថារស់នៅក្នុងគណៈបច្ចុប្បន្នវាតតែយើងហ្នឹងមានសតិហើយនឹងមួយទៀតដែលខ្ញុំសប្បាយចិត្តហើយខ្ញុំយល់ថាវាដូចជារឿងអស់សំណើចពេលដែលខ្ញុំនឹកឃើញហ្នឹងគឺនឹកឃើញដល់គុណពធមួយត្រង់អេហេប៉ាស្កោអារម្មណ៍វាអត់ចេះហៅយើងទេប៉ុន្តែនៅពេលដែលលោកពយល់អារម្មណ៍ឧទាហរណ៍ថាលោភៈមួយកើតឡើងវាដូចជាចេះហៅយើងថាហេមកមើលប៉ាស្កោមកមើលគឺដូចថាអារម្មណ៍នឹងចេះហៅយើងមកមើលអញ្ចឹងហើយដល់ពេលហើយលោកបឲ្យកភ្លើងយើងមួយមានគ្រាប់ពេញអញ្ចឹងយើងមិនត្រូវមកទៅមើលទេគឺយើងទៅបាញ់កលេសរបស់យើងទៀតហើយចំពោះខ្ញុំពេលដែលនឹកឃើញកន្លែងហ្នឹងខ្ញុំចេះតែនឹកឃើញចង់សើចនឹកឃើញពាក្យមួយហ្នឹង hơi mảnh nhom bạch hàm nó cứ trong tu lột tha nơi khong vẽ môi ní về đại miền lột cùng nơi khong thòm xa cho mũi bộ dưỡng cho bộ nhóm cứ trong miền ở phiệp nhoa đại dương cho rộp tha chỉ bay tệ muối sau pin luôn chỉ trà đòn roal pịa sầm đấy đại lột tranh bì miền đại ca tranh máu cứ trong bộ nhóm trong đôi chỉ du tha lột miền đại ca trong phố từ nhom mà nè hơi đà rách toa trong phố tôi một nhom tại mà đòn hơi nhom có bàn mưa vía nơi rồng nhòa thằng ó nắng ao từ phía cài lá mưa vía tới cứ vía khoản đây chia ca bầm rai bầm ruồi này rụp thò đây vía cài thấy vía co ở lọt từ vinh vía cài thấy có vía ở lọt từ vinh hơi môi tiết nhom cái này có bàn tu o quân lục trong phố yogi thằng ó thằng nơi tin ní thằng nơi lơ bị phục lục thằng ó đại bàn từ tu là thạc cái giáo bị lục trong phố côn đại lục miền trong phố bộ dương ở kia trongปันนังไงสมอปกุลอกุล
First, I would like to pay my full respects to Great Master, and I would like to say thank you again. This time is the second time that I joined the retreat, and thank very much for your time, your attentions, and your efforts. You don't even think your time, your health, and your sleep, everything that you take a lot of effort to put in this class to make the retreat session to go very smoothly. And second, I would like to say thank you to Mr. Wana that he create and to make the plan to prepare these sessions. It's very useful session. It's a second time, but it's go very deeply. And also thanks to the all colleagues that and to work in the teams that make these sessions to go very well from the beginning, the first day to the end, with very smooth, including the service facilities and everything, the food, everything, and makes for us very comfortably in that. So for my experience, I wanted to say it's very far different result from the very good different from the first session, because during a layman, I was layman's. I feel like a little bit more free, but to be a monk is very best experience in my life. So we can control all the mind, yeah, more pay attention. Than the one thing is when to be a monk, I had to be responsibilities than to obey what the monk said, and we had to make sure that we can play the role during the month all the time, not to be destroyed or make any harm for the Buddhists, because it's very useful, cannot value for this. So it's very great. And from my experience during this time, when we try to discipline the minds and observe all the time, it's very good result, including all the postures. And I wanted to say that from the lessons and materials that you prepare, the same as said, is very lucky, I can say, for my life. That make me remember all the time. We put it in my life for all the time. And when in the daily life, during I get out from the monk, we return back, and remember what I was in the monks, that what I feel that I get a good result during the retreat. I can say that the first that I want to say is your material, your words, and your lessons is very simple, and you try to quote all the stories of the Buddha to hit the Pariyat. During that I study the Pariyat, we feel that it's not clear enough. But when you insert the stories and the practical of the science, including examples and well explanations, you make the hit out of my heart to understand clearly. But this one, we need to be observed and all the sati during we listen all your words and then to be understood very well. Yeah. So during this, I would like to say about the my postures when I sitting. So right now, I know how to sit restfully, very quick, because we sit longer than before, and we try to speak less, and we try to obey, and we try to listen what you said. It's very useful. Before the first sessions, something like disobey sometimes. So the result is different, quite different. When we observe all the time, we can sit very quick, restful and relaxing. And we go to very deep sensations, and we feel not only for the Chitta Vipassana, Vipassana, but we go deeply to the Vedana. We can feel the exciting of the touch and the Pekha as well. So we see very deep also, we feel everything. So we see longer than before without any painful. Yeah, it's very good result. So we very quick to catch the Chitta that appear, pop up ourselves, and we try to clear the same like we have a lot of program in the smart mobile. We try to delete one by one like that. And the same like you advise us the Hisala, the Lope, is the same like a sensor. Actually, the same like car that I feel the example the same like sensor of the car. When we nearly to hit anything, it tells us that need to get the to get information that the signal. So the same like when we anger, when we lopa in ourselves, we try to catch up the what we create. So it told us. But every time that we the same like unconscious, we don't know what's going on, and then we try to follow the lopa without any concentration, without any sati. So the reasons that we want the more and more without unlimited. So right now during this feeling is very good, and for the walking it's much better because during the walk I fully concentrate. My mind's not fly away very easily, so I feel the taste of the touch, and very exciting that I feel the touch. The taste is very delicious. I feel the very good taste of the touch, soft, hot, cold, very exciting on my foot because it's very exciting. The same like we fly on the land. Yeah. And for the eating, my experience, when we fully concentrations, we feel that we chewing all the time, and then our tongues, it's feel the taste. When they feel the taste, and then it disappear, and then we can go say anaja, because when it's touched one time, we feel it very, very good taste, and then suddenly it appear, and then so we try to chew again. So it means that it also anicca all the time, yeah, all the time. So this one is my experience that is very great. I can say that the same I say I will put in my mind all the time. And when I was not in the monk anymore, but I will keep in mind and reminds me when I feel any too great, too anger, I will turn back, and one day we come back again for the this feeling. And another one, during this time, I determined that we cannot change the object. What we can change, we change our mind. So our mind is not satisfy everything. And when we satisfy, we expectation 100%. When we get 100%, we say why we don't get more than that. Why we expect too low? But if the expectation 100%, we get 80%, we say, why we got not the same expectations? So our Kalasa all the time is not satisfied. It's not satisfied anymore. And also anger, if we don't observe ourselves, it very easily to be angered and hotter and hotter. So what you give us during the 7 days, you give everything. You give the strategy, you give the experience, you give the tool, weapon, how to kill the Kalesas and anger. So it's very enough for us. But the thing is, depend on us whether we have time, whether we concentrate all the time every day, or we don't want to go to the Nibbana. Depend on us. But this one is sometimes because of we had to fear of the cycle life. If we don't fear any time, if we don't remind it, we still there. We still say live all in that, birth all in that all the time. Maybe 1,000 million years or some billion life more like that. So this one, so I would like to say again and again. So this one is the best experience for my life, to carry on and to share all the relatives, to share all the family. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. You should translate to them.
ខ្ញុំសូមបកប្រែបន្តិចទីទៅនេះជាវគ្គទី2របស់អាត្មាដែលបានចូលរួមវិបស្សនានេះឃើញថាកាលពីវគ្គ1គឺយើងប្រៀបធៀបវគ្គ2គឺវគ្គ2ល្អខ្លាំងមែនតើដោយសារទី1កាលពីវគ្គ1ខ្ញុំមិនសូវបានគោរពវិន័យសម្រាប់វគ្គបឋម session retreat នេះវគ្គវិបស្សនានេះនិយាយទៅយើងនិយាយច្រើនអត់បានអប់រំខ្លួននៅពេលដែលយើងកំពុងតែនៅក្នុងវិបស្សនាហើយមានខឹងដល់គេទៀតខឹងគេមិនឲ្យនិយាយហ្នឹងមានយើងមានលួចនិយាយទៀតថាមិនទៅតឹងម្លេះអញ្ចឹងអ្វីដែលយើងធ្វើហ្នឹងគឺខុសតែយើងអត់ដឹងខុសដោយសារអីយើងបានអត់បានពិចារណាកំណត់ដឹងនៅអ្វីដែលយើងកំពុងតែទៅអញ្ចឹងដល់ពេលអាត្មាបួស7ថ្ងៃជាពេលវេលាដល់ខ្លីមែនប៉ុន្តែសម្រាប់អាត្មាគឺអាត្មាប្រើឲ្យអស់លទ្ធភាពជាសង្ឃដើម្បីខ្លាចជាអ្នកបួសម្នាក់ដែលគោរពនៅអវត្តរបស់ព្រះអង្គមិនឲ្យមានបញ្ហាទេអញ្ចឹងព្យាយាមអប់រំខ្លួនឲ្យបានល្អក្នុងរយៈពេលនេះហើយអាត្មាបានអប់រំចិត្តបានច្រើនហើយបន្ទាប់ពីអប់រំចិត្តទៅយើងឃើញថាសតិយើងមាននៅជាប់ច្រើនជាប់នឹងខ្លួនច្រើនហើយយើងក៏តាមតន់ច្រើនហើយសម្រាប់បទពិសោធន៍របស់អាត្មាវិញតកតងមេរៀនរបស់ហត្ថរៈគឺរៀបចំបានល្អទី1ទី2ការបញ្ជូនបានល្អទី3គឺលោកបានលើកឧទាហរណ៍ជាប្រសូតនោះគឺចំអ្វីដែលយើងគួរស្ដាប់អ្វីដែលយើងគួរបប្រតិបត្តិអ្វីដែលបរិយ័តកំពុងដែលយើងបានរៀននោះគឺដាក់ទៅចំឲ្យធ្វើឲ្យយើងនឹងគឺមានការសង្វេគហើយគឺយល់អ្វីដែលពុករបស់ព្រះអង្គបានសម្ដែងហើយសម្រាប់បទពិសោធន៍អាត្មាពេលអង្គុយគឺបន្ទាប់ពីអង្គុយច្រើនទៅយើងសតិយើងនៅមាំងាយនឹងស្ងប់10នាទី5នាទីស្ងប់អត់យូរទេហើយទៅសម្រួលរយៈបត់ហើយនៅឲ្យបានយូរហើយវាស្ងប់រហូតដល់យើងអាចមើលឃើញវេទនាទៀតឃើញវេទនាថាវាសោយអារម្មណ៍ជាសប្បាយជាឧបេក្ខាសោយដល់ដល់ទៀតហើយនិយាយទៅយើងបានផលច្រើនហើយសម្រាប់ការដើរវិញមកមានអារម្មណ៍ថាការសោយនៃការប៉ះបាតជើងហ្នឹងគឺឆ្ងាញ់ជាងម្ហូបអាហារដែលយើងឆាន់ទៀតដោយសាររសជាតិហ្នឹងគឺរសជាតិដែលយើងអាត្មាមិនដែលបានជួបគឺវាធ្វើឲ្យយើងគិតថាឆ្ងាញ់ដែលយើងរកអីប្រៀបធៀបហ្នឹងគឺបៃតេកើតឡើងគឺវាមានអារម្មណ៍ថាទោះបីវាប៉ះទៅក្តៅក៏មានអារម្មណ៍ថាក្តៅហ្នឹងគឺវាសក់ដែរដោយសារ យើងអត់បានទៅខ្វល់ជាមួយនឹងរូបវាប្រែប្រួលអ្វីដែលយើងខ្វល់នោះគឺយើងតាមដានទៅមើលអារម្មណ៍ខាងក្នុងដែលជាអារម្មណ៍ដែលជាវេទនានោះគឺសប្បាយចិត្តរំភើបហើយសម្រាប់ការឆាន់អាហារពេលកណាឆាន់ទៅមានគិតថាពេលអារម្មណ៍យើងស្ងប់មហូបយើងក៏ដែលយើងថាមានរសជាតិឆ្ងាញ់ហ្នឹងពេលយើងទៅពីមួយម៉ាត់ទៅរសជាតិវាឲ្យរសជាតិម្ដងទៀតទៅហើយវាក៏បាត់ឈឹងទៅវិញលែងមានរសជាតិមកជាឧបេក្ខាអញ្ចឹងមានន័យថាសំបីតែរសជាតិមហូបហ្នឹងក៏វាជាអនិច្ចាដែរវាកើតហើយរលត់តើយើងកលែងម្ដងទៀតទៅបានចាប់ដើមឲ្យរសជាតិម្ដងទៀតអញ្ចឹងយើងសង្វេគឲ្យរហូតដល់ស្មាមើលក្នុងបាតដែលយើងថាមហូបនឹងជាទីស្រស់ស្អាតជាទីឆ្ងាញ់ហ្នឹងគឺកណាសង្វេគថាយើងថាឆ្ងាញ់តែដាក់ក្នុងពោះតែបើយើងយកមកលាបមុខមកលាបទៅយើងមិនក្រិចការពិតរបស់ហ្នឹងគឺរបស់ក្រិចណាហើយនិយាយទៅក្នុងកំឡុងពេលដែលបប្រតិបត្តិនេះអាត្មាបានជួបរឿងល្អច្រើនហើយជាបទពិសោធន៍មួយដូចបានលើកឡើងអញ្ចឹងគឺសម្រាប់ទុកក្នុងជីវិតក្នុងករណីបានសឹកហើយក្តីក៏គិតថារឿងហ្នឹងនឹងធ្វើឲ្យអាត្មាហ្នឹង U-turn មកក្រោយវិញបន្ទាប់ក្នុងករណីដែលអាត្មាលោភលន់ច្រើនឬក៏ខឹងច្រើនអីផ្សេងហ្នឹងគឺសូមឲ្យព្រះពុទ្ធពធប្រសង្ឃហ្នឹងជួយដឹកនាំអាត្មាហ្នឹងឲ្យនឹកឃើញនៅសេចក្តីសុខពិតដែលបានជួបនៅថ្ងៃនេះឲ្យនឹកឃើញរហូតដល់អាចរកឃើញទីតាំងអាចរួចផុតចាកទុក្ខហើយមួយទៀតអាត្មាក៏សូមអរគុណដល់លោកគ្រូវណ្ណៈដែរដែលរៀបចំកម្មវិធីនេះមិនជារឿងស្រួលទេហើយចំណាយទាំងពេលវេលាទាំងសុខភាពផ្សេងហើយនឹងអ្នកមិត្តរួមនឹងក្រុមការងារនោះរៀបចំទាំងពីទីតាំងទីកន្លែងសម្អាតហើយសេវាផ្សេងរួមទាំងចង្ហាន់នេះគឺសូមឲ្យបុណ្យកុសលទាំងអស់នេះសូមឲ្យគ្រប់គ្នារួចចាក់ផុតទុក្ខទាំងអស់គ្នាសាធុសាធុ
My highly respect to Master and highly respect to all Venerable Lukru Vanna and all Yogi. I would like to share what I have learned so far from you and my reflection about the learning. What I understand about the first day, I think I understand about the Sangha, the meaning of the Sangha, that Sangha is those who connects the Buddhists and the Buddha and also keep the Dhamma alive. So I understand the meaning of the Sangha and and another thing, the meaning of the meditation and vipassana. So I clearly understand that meditation we just keep calm and but when we do vipassana, we try to develop our wisdom, our intelligence, and try to observe things. So this is what I understand the basics of the vipassana, and I don't have a knowledge of Dhamma. I just learn a little bit, but I feel like I understand how to do meditation and eating meditation. So and another one is about focus on the present. I really like this point. It's been like sometimes when I'm working or doing everything, I observe myself that when I think about this, I go to the future. So come back. So when I think like that, I also ask the question that do I go to the future or I am prepared for the future? So when I reflect back, I go to the future, so come back and focus on the present. So if continue thinking, it wastes my time. I have to be in the present and focus what should I do for the future instead. This is what I experience about from my experience, and about I have noted that I improved my eating meditation. Like I can say that from the past experience, when I eat something, I don't know. I have some time, I don't know what I have eaten yet, and I say, where is my food? Like where is it? Someone steal my food or steal something on my bowl. So when I during this meditation, during this retreat, I have known that I know what I have eat, and I don't know. I know what I haven't not eat yet. So I can see, okay, what I am eating and what I haven't eaten yet. So it's really grateful for me that to know about those about my lunch and chewing slowly and try to make it a small piece before I swallow it to my mouth. So this is my experience during the retreat, and I really appreciate your teaching. I can observe that your teaching is really good, and I also am a teacher so I have learned that you teach like you break the lesson small break the lesson and involve with the student. So as a teacher and a student, we have to practice together. We have to do it. And I like that you sing out loud. Like you teach how you think, how you meditate, and how you experience about during your meditation. I really like this point so much. So thank you so much for your teaching. And thank you all Yuki and all venerable here that always pay attention.
Sadhu.
ចាចឹងខ្ញុំអ្នកបកខ្លួនឯងចឹងខ្ញុំបានជំរាបតាក់ទងជាមួយនឹងការរៀនរបស់ខ្ញុំថាខ្ញុំបានយល់ពីអត្ថន័យថាព្រះសង្ឃបែបម៉េចដែលប្រសងមានន័យថាភ្ជាប់ទំនាក់ជាអ្នកដែលភ្ជាប់ទំនាក់ទំនងរវាងព្រះធម៌ហើយនិងព្រះពុទ្ធសាសនាហើយនឹងតែងតែរក្សាព្រះពុទ្ធពធឲ្យមានជីវិតឬហើយរៀនបន្តទៅមុខទៀតអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំយល់ថាអញ្ចឹងហើយមួយទៀតគឺការសមាធិគឺយើងដឹងថាគ្រាន់តែធ្វើឲ្យចិត្តស្ងប់ទេប៉ុន្តែនៅពេលដែលយើងធ្វើវិបស្សនាយើងចម្រើនសតិមានថាវាលើសពីការគ្រាន់តែយើងនិយាយពាក្យសារសមាធិធម្មតាអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងយើងវិមកពីវិបស្សនាយើងដឹងថាសតិការដែលយើងកំពុងតាមិនធម្មតាស្ងប់ទេប៉ុន្តែស្ងប់ដោយដឹងថាវាការរលត់នៅរូបធម៌របស់យើងទៀតអញ្ចឹងវាចម្រើនបញ្ញារបស់យើងហើយមួយទៀតក៏ខ្ញុំបានចែករំលែកតាក់ទងជាមួយនឹងការញ៉ាំមានន័យថាកាលមុនខ្ញុំពេលខ្លះទៅខ្ញុំញ៉ាំខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងថាខ្លួនឯងបានញ៉ាំអីគេខ្លះទេដូចថាស្រាប់តែភ្ញាក់ខ្លួនខ្ញុំញ៉ាំម្ហូបហ្នឹងតាំងពីពេលណាហើយតែគេលួចរបស់ខ្ញុំមិនមែនដល់ពេលចឹងហើយក៏ខ្ញុំសង្កេតឃើញថានៅពេលដែលខ្ញុំបានមកចូលរួម retreat ហ្នឹងខ្ញុំបានសង្កេតមានឲ្យសង្កេតគ្រប់ម្ហូបដែលខ្ញុំបានញ៉ាំហើយម្ហូបដែលខ្ញុំអត់ទាន់បានញ៉ាំអញ្ចឹងមានឲ្យខ្ញុំសង្កេតភ្ញាក់ខ្លួនកន្លែងហ្នឹងដែលខ្ញុំបានដឹងថាអ្វីដែលខ្ញុំបានញ៉ាំហើយអ្វីដែលខ្ញុំអត់ទាន់បានញ៉ាំហើយខ្ញុំព្យាយាមទៅពៀឲ្យម៉ត់ហើយលេបចូលទៅអញ្ចឹងមានឲ្យអីដែលព្រះថេរៈបានបរៀនគឺខ្ញុំបានអនុវត្តបានតាមបទពិសោធន៍ប៉ុណ្ណឹងហើយក៏ខ្ញុំជាចុងក្រោយហ្នឹងបានអរគុណព្រះថេរៈដូចគ្នាដែរអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំចែករំលែកបទពិសោធន៍តាក់ទងជាមួយនឹងការធ្វើវិបស្សនារបស់ខ្ញុំសម្រាប់រយៈពេលប្រហែលរយៈពេល retreat ដែលខ្ញុំបានចូលរួមហ្នឹងគឺប៉ុណ្្នឹងដែរសូមអរគុណច្រើន
First, I would like to pay my respect to Great Master. This is my second time to join the practice. I joined on the first session. This is the fourth session. From one to another, I feel like I gained many steps from what you have touched so far. But this session, this is the fourth session, is very special for me, and I think every participant also feel the same. Especially we have a gun, right? Who have the gun? Please raise your hand. Okay, to make sure that you have a gun, because our master also gave us a gun. And you know how to use the guns? How many techniques that we use the gun? Okay, so I'm sure that every participant also feel the same and understand clearly how to use the guns. Yes, so now we have the gun. I feel confidence myself that I will use these guns in every time as you also advise and also taught us so far during the 7 days. For example, during the walking meditation, when we focus on the touching point, it is what we call Kaya Anupassana Satipatthana. But yes, it's true, when you bring this to practice in our everyday life, it's not the same. It's not the same. Yeah, because we will face many activities surrounding you, the noise, the others' action. So we have to be, alert that, okay, I have the gun, but I have to be skilled with using the 4 techniques to kill the kilesa. So when you heard the noise, as the Great Master mentioned, and I also practice myself after when I joined the first session, I always practice my walking meditation in every morning in 1 hour in the parks. Yeah, but the parks, or many people also do exercise and practice and walking. And some people, they do aerobic and put the loudspeaker and dancing. But for myself, I focus on touching point. And when I heard the noise, I just observe that, okay, just a noise, and then let it go. Or when I see other thing, so I use all the because all the, like, when we see something, just, okay, this is the rupas, and then just let it go. And this time I learned about other technique, especially on the Chitta more detail, Chittanapassana Satipatthana more detail, and Dhammas Satipatthana and Vedanas. As you explain clear to me about, okay, when we think, what technique that we use? When we think. Okay, Chittanapassana Satipatthana. When we feel, yeah, Vedananapassana Satipatthana. Okay, yeah. So I think you are smarter. Yes, right. So I hope that we will use the gun and practice this technique. I want to tell you one my experience. Actually, I heard about the word of one long good night when I read Pititakas. but I didn't understand. I didn't understand. So I didn't know why it's one long good night. So just this session that I understand clear. Okay, what to have a one long good night? You have to have a good day, and how to have a good day? You have to have studies. And similar to I listen to the Dharma teaching from the YouTube before I start study Pariyatis with teacher Banda. Also, I listen to the monk also touches. Okay, you have to focus on present moment, not the past and the future. But I understood different way. I mean that it is risky if I cannot meet you, and so I will lead my life to the wrong understanding. Yes, that's to me, and for my practice, I also prefer walking meditation. Rather than sitting, I just spend like half an hour for sitting, but for walking, I boost my time on walking meditation because it can also help my physically and mentally health. Previous time before I joined this meditation, Vipassana based meditation, I had also a really stressful stress, which is I have to take medicine. Yes, every day. I cannot live without medicine. I go to anywhere, I have to carry it in myself. But after the first session, I drop it. I drop the medicine because I believe this meditation can help me, because the result can come from the first session until now. Yes, even I practice my sleeping. It alert me. Yeah, when I start, okay, before I sleep, I just only do breathe in and breathe out for 5 minutes, and then I think myself, okay, I will get up at 4. So my mind just alert, and then before 4 to 10 to 5 to 10 minutes before 4, I automatically wake up and start my walking meditation. That's the result from sleeping meditation. And also walking meditation, I can focus on touching point. I focus on the attention. Almost every step. Yeah, so I see the progress, and I will use this technique, especially the gun with the 4 technique, to use in everyday life. Also, like Venerable Dawn, after this session, I will leave monkhood and enjoy the family again. But I will bring this technique to my family, and also try our best to work on that. And especially one is your good model for me to have vidya, because when I heard that, okay, great master, you practice more than 30 years, and you are punctual. You have to set the schedule and do every day. That also encouraged me a lot, and I promise I will practice when go back home. Thank you, Great Master. ខ្ញុំសូមឱកាសបកប្រែគណៈអាត្មាសូមឱកាសបកប្រែអញ្ចឹងយោគីវិចរទាំងអស់ប្រហែលជាបានដឹងហើយគឺយើងមានកំភ្លើងមួយដើមមិនអញ្ចឹងហើយកំភ្លើងមួយដើមហ្នឹងយើងមានបច្ចេកទេសបាញ់យើងដឹងបច្ចេកទេសបាញ់ហើយនៅគឺ cứ bật chạy cái tết cứ miền mán miền buồn á bật chạy cái buồn ít trời start bầm chân tết bánh bia toàn đề cái nào bánh toàn cái ai plot chân bật chạy cái buồn ít cứ sầm khăn đâyประมาณtết á bong bàn bằng hạt một điên hay nâng bàn miền bắc tây đo nơi ở một cũng nước miền tênสำหรับบันกันเลยบ่ยืงให้สำหรับธรรมะเพียบคือวันโชว์รูมแวะนี่แวะตีปีดองให้เหมือนแวะตีปีแวะตีมุ้ยหนึ่งแวะตีบุญหนึ่งแวะตีบุญนั่นเป็นไซเมนเทนโดยสาแต่ปรามเทระบานบังเรียนปีมาแวะแวะคือทาเมียนไปใจกันเตะไม่ในทั่วปัจจุบันเพียบละโหดทั่วปัจจุบันเพียบละโหดโดยปรองบานเมียนเทระจังทาเบอร์ตามอัตอนแวะมวยนาเต้คือปะบานติดซึ่งยังบรรดาธรรมะเพียบคือบานมือตามหลายในเพดานบานโชว์รูมตัวซึ่งก็อาจช่วยเข้มขนาดมีนโอกาสของการอายุเมรีนนั่งบานกรอนบาได้ให้แต่ตรงตัวหนึ่งการอนวัตคือชมไตแต่ปลาการดาวจึงกรอมชราญเชียงกุยvàคือអង្គុយប្រហែលជាកន្លះម៉ោងអីទេប៉ុន្តែសម្រាប់ការដើរជាក្រុមគឺដើរ1ម៉ោងឬក៏1ម៉ោងជាងហើយតាមការវាស់ទៅគឺយ៉ាងតិចក៏5គីឡូដីដែរហើយមានវាស់ចំហៀនទៀតព្រោះបច្ចេកទេសយើងដូចយើងមាន smartphone នេះដើមហើយការដើរហ្នឹងធម្មតាកាលណាយើងយកទៅអនុវត្តប្រចាំថ្ងៃឲ្យដូចនៅនេះនេះព្រោះនៅនេះវាស្ងាត់វាស្ងប់អញ្ចឹងហើយបានពេលខ្លះថាអីយកទៅវិញមិនក៏អត់ប្រើអត់កើតដោយសារតែយើងត្រូវចេះបច្ចេកទេសទាំង4ហ្នឹងឲ្យបានស្ទាត់នៅពេលខ្ញុំកណាត់មកភាពយកទៅអនុវត្តគឺអនុវត្តនៅលើសួនច្បារមានមនុស្សច្រើនគេដើរដែរអញ្ចឹងត្រូវមានសតិក្នុងការតាមដានមើលនៅពេលដែលបដោតទៅលើការដើរការប៉ះផ្ទប់នឹងជាដើមយើងតែតែមានសម្លេងមកមានសម្លេងបាសសម្លេងគេចាក់រំហាត់ប្រាណដែរណាស្អីជាងជាដើមប៉ុន្តែតែមានសតិតាមតនវាហើយគ្រាន់តែជីសម្លេងហើយក៏លះវាចោលទៅឬក៏ឃើញស្អីមួយចឹងពិចារណាលះចោលដើម្បីឲ្យហើយបន្ទាប់មកយកចិត្តមកមើលការដើរវិញព្រោះបែបហ្នឹងគឺស្ងប់ពេលខ្លះទៅស្ងប់នឹងនៅពេលដែលយើងធ្វើការដើរជាក្រុមហ្នឹងនេះជាលទ្ធផលដែលខ្ញុំកណាត់មកភាពពេញចិត្តនៅក្នុងការបដិបត្តិហើយនឹងយកការបដិបត្តិនេះទៅអនុវត្តបន្តទៀតបាទហើយអ្វីដែលបទពិសោធន៍កន្លងមកគឺខ្ញុំកណាធ្លាប់បានឮនៅការពោលធម៌តកតងទៅនឹងមួយរាត្រីដ៏វែងដ៏ល្អនៅក្នុងអាននៅក្នុងបត្រៃបិដកធ្លាប់អានជួបដែរប៉ុន្តែអត់យល់នៅនេះទេហើយមានប្រសង់លោកបានសម្ដែងធម៌ទេសនាអីតកតងត្រូវបដោតទៅលើបច្ចុប្បន្នកុំគិតអតីតកាលវាកន្លងហួសបច្ចុប្បន្នមិនទាន់មកដល់បានតែស្ដាប់អញ្ចឹងប៉ុន្តែអត់បានយល់នៅក្នុងអត្តន័យពិតរបស់វាថាត្រូវធ្វើម៉េចទើបពេលហ្នឹងទើបដឹងថាដើម្បីរស់នៅក្នុងបច្ចុប្បន្នបានត្រូវមានសតិគ្រប់ពេលទាំងអស់អញ្ចឹងហើយនេះជាសារៈប្រយោជន៍មែនទែនសម្រាប់វគ្គទី4នេះហើយជាងនេះទៅទៀតគឺខ្ញុំកណាត់មកភាពគឺមានការតាំងចិត្តខ្ពស់ដោយសារតែព្រះមហាថេរៈក៏ជាគំរូភាពមួយព្រោះព្រះអង្គបានអនុវត្តការបដិបត្តិនេះជាង30ឆ្នាំមកហើយព្រះអង្គដែលដាក់ចុះទេហើយដាក់ពេលវេលាមកចត់ហើយព្រះអង្គធ្វើរាល់ពេលវេលាអញ្ចឹងនេះជាគំរូល្អមួយសម្រាប់ខ្ញុំកណាត់ភាពនិងប្រឹងប្រែងក្នុងការបន្តការបដិបត្តិនេះនៅពេលដែលត្រឡប់ទៅជាគ្រាវាវិញសូមអរគុណ